Back everyone, Jack with the Crichton Chronicles here with another What's in the Box video. And today we're featuring Foretold, Rise of a God. I was going to originally do one of my newer Kickstarters, and I was starting to think about Kickstarter, and Foretold was actually, I believe, one of my first Kickstarter backings I've ever done. So it might have even introduced me to Kickstarter, to be completely honest. And I just thought it was probably a lesser known game that I like and thought I'd feature. So let's take a look at the components and what's inside. Let's start off with the rule book. And Foretold was Apotheosis Games and Legion Supplies, I believe. And got the little starting thing. Not a lot of big pictures, small typing, but so there's quite a bit. But the back is here. We'll kind of show you the board setup. I'll pull out the board and show you. You'll have a temple. It's kind of it's a deck builder, tile lane, and I guess kind of like tower defense game, because you'll be defending your little tower and your little temple there. And yeah, just go through. I think it was pretty well done with the instruction booklet, but one of the most important parts: play testers. Dun dun dun. Oh my gosh, who is that? Oh yeah. So yeah, me and some friends, some family got to play test this a bit. Since Legion Supplies, who is producing the game, is local-ish. So, we got a Foretold quick play guide, so quick setup, pretty nice. Yeah, so I'll put this aside real quick, get the board out, and I'll kind of go through the other bits here, and hopefully Crookshanks isn't too loud in the background, but he does not like that I'm in here, and he is not allowed back down here while doing this because he goes nuts. So this will be the Foretold. This is the board. It's got the turn order on there, which is always kind of nice when it's on the board. It gives you a gold storage altar station, kind of tells you some of the symbols, some of the major symbols. And put this out, and let's go through. Everybody will start with have a starting hand of I think it was just these 4 cards. So, and yeah, as you play them, you'll either collect or you can play them for combat. You'll have 2 hands. It's like a hand management game too, I guess, because you'll have 2 different hands. You'll have your temple hand, and they'll be the ones that will guard your temple from raids, and then you'll have a raiding hand. And those are these are faithful. And you'll have a group of faithful that are in your raiding hands, and that's where you go attack other people's stuff. And so, yeah, I like the art. The background's really simplistic. There's nothing, super fancy or detracting from whatever. It's just simple. So I like it, though. So yeah, these are all the same. Goes up, I think, to 4 players. So there's 4 sets of starters. And then we have the different fate decks. So you got like Wisdom, and I guess one downside was this is like they don't, and I'm sure it was for like a cost effective thing, was they don't have any art really for the cards. So it's just, text. Got the little light background logo for the fate that it belongs to. There's 4 different fates when you're playing the game. So yeah, there's a good handful per deck. Wisdom was kind of more like manipulation, prosperity. These ones dealt with more like, I think, like money and stuff. Play a starter raid, pay any amount of gold. Yeah, so you can use gold to do different stuff or gain gold and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So not a lot to show in terms of like art, unfortunately, on them, but And then the Grace deck, again, kind of some of the same. Card quality is really good. I got these sleeves. It was part of the Kickstarter, I think. Maybe if you got, I don't know if it was the deluxe or some such. It's been so long now. 2014 maybe, 13. I don't know, somewhere in there. But they are good quality sleeves. The back of the cards, this is Chaos. This is more aggressive. This is more defense, I believe. This is more aggressive. So like dealing direct damage or upping attack and stuff. But if you look at the back of one of these, it's just matches obviously the sleeve, the back of the card. So yeah, got the Fate cards, and all those are good quality. And then we've got these are the starting tiles, and you get 5 of those. And so yeah, you'll just lay them out kind of like they did showed in that picture. You'll have your, I'm not gonna really go into it, but yeah, so this will be the temple tiles. Everybody starts with 5, and you build your tiles like they showed in the beginning, but throughout the game you can rearrange them as you want as long as corridors match. So this will be the temple tile decks, and so there'll be a lot of different kind of tiles involved here. You got trap tiles and stuff like that, so colonnade, and so just different ones that do different things. Each one kind of has, or most of have, like especially the starting tiles here, I guess I should show. It's kind of cool because that was kind of unique. You could, like, during your turn, pay, and you could flip this. So this is side A, and then turn it to side B. So here you got like the relic symbol, meaning you can hold basically a fate relic, because there's different grades of relics. But when you flip it over, you have a station, and station, this is how many people in your temple. How many of these symbols you have in it is how many cards you can have in your temple hand to, like, defend the temple and stuff. So it's been a long time since I played the game, probably over a year now, maybe just last year. But yeah, so I'm a bit rusty, but yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different tile cards that you can buy throughout the game to build your temple and rearrange it into whatever grid you want. And then we've got some more cards. These are the Faithful. So each different, I got the symbol for what fate, like this is the Wisdom, and a Wisdom Faithful, a Chaos Faithful, and they each kind of play a role in terms of what those fates represent, like defense or, wisdom and chaos and prosperity. So they follow the suit of the fate kind of in that way. But during the game you can build your hands, your raid party or your temple party as much as you want, is like of any combination. You don't have to stick to a certain faithful type. So you can have a mixture of all kinds. So it just depends on what you think you can combo or want to build for your parties. Obviously these, chaos would be better for the raiding party because that's what you attack the other players with and stuff. So devotees, these are neutral, and they have different things here. Faithful would go there, and then relics. So, and then you got the relics, and these are just items that you can get throughout the game. Cost, yeah. This is the cost, because they'll come out and whatever as you play. And this is the marketplace, and so they have all the different relics and faithful out, and this is the cost to purchase them. So yeah, just a bunch of different idols that do different relics that do different things to the games, whether it's attack, defense, and then you'll have this is where I was saying, like, that in that starting tile, this means that you can have one of these types of relics. It's like a special relic, wisdom relic. So yeah, that's kind of a factor in the game. I won't go into the gameplay, but you'll need certain tiles or a certain amount of icons that you have to use these. So if you have one, you only can have the amount that you have in your temple of that symbol, just like the stations for how many people you have in your temple hand, stuff like that. So, But yeah, I really like the art. And I don't mind just the more plain background and stuff. It's simplistic and doesn't detract from everything. And yeah, I don't know. I like the art. I've always liked the art of this game. But I thought it was a pretty unique game of combining the deck building and then just that you have two different hands. One's to attack players, one's to defend your temple and stuff. And everybody's got like, I think it was 20 life, and there's some alt win conditions and stuff. I don't know. That was a pretty neat game. But see what else we've got. These are the standees. These are kind of just what you put up for your so you know, no plastic models or whatever and such, but miniatures. But these are just what you put on your raiding party. You kind of get a character that you want or whatever. So it's kind of cool. A lot of these are depicted on the faithful and stuff. So pretty thick. Yeah, that was the other thing. The tiles and these, they're really thick, so really good quality. We've got, again, some markers for money and damage, and I think that's a shield token that you can get through the game. But you can see they're really thick, really good quality. And yeah, just obviously matches the symbolism, icons and stuff throughout the game for attack and money. And then you got the dice, which the smite one is like super chunky. So, but yeah, I think you use this for your life total, and then during combat you'll be rolling these during combat for defending or attacking. And yeah, it's all really cool. I like this one. The smite die is pretty awesome. So you can do up to 6 damage, and when you go in and you attack, if you get to the heart of another player's temple, you roll this, and that's how much damage you do to that player. So yeah, it was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet game. I liked it. I'll probably have to give it another play or two here soon. Maybe I can do another first impressions years later kind of thing, because I haven't really had this hit the table much besides once in the last year and a half or something. So, but these are the components that are in it. And why is there a faithful here? Faithful. Yeah, geez, get it right. So, but anyway, thought I'd just show off some of the stuff, and figured it was a game that's not very well known, and you know, maybe it might make you interested to check it out. You could probably find it probably fairly cheap. It was 40 to 50 to initially. You'd probably get it 20 to 30, maybe 40, but yeah. But yeah, these are all the components, and a game I really like is Foretold, Rise of a God. I had the privilege of playtesting it and seeing the process of the Kickstarter video being made and that whole process, and it got me into Kickstarter. So I just really wanted to kind of show and highlight the components and what's in the box. And yeah, so that's about it. And thanks for checking out the video. If you played Foretold, let me know below what your thoughts of it were, or if you thought just from the components you'd like to check it out. If you'd like to see maybe I don't know if I can do the first impressions, because like I said, I've played it way back in the past, but it's been years, and you know, could retouch on that, or you know, I can maybe go into more detail on how to play it. Just let me know below. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, and until next time, take care.